How's it going, SM Pro Wrestling fans? My name is Skylar Hudson, and welcome to a new segment we're trying out. No official name yet, but this is the pre-show for the Ascend the Throne. My co-host was supposed to be here. I'm actually not 100% sure where he's at currently. I think he found his way here. You good?
You have a real bad dust bunny issue. Now fight those suckers off. What were you talking about again?
Well, we're talking about Ascend the Throne.
Oh yeah, Bomani versus Hooks, right?
Well, yeah, I mean, that's true. That's one of the matches that we'll be having during the show. But this is Isaac, Phineas.
Just Isaac.
Just Isaac? Okay.
Isaac's fine.
Isaac, well, welcome to the show. First show of all. Tell us, I guess, a little bit about yourself.
I'm Isaac, and most people call me Isaac. You can call me, though, Isaac. Yeah, I don't know. I'm the general manager, regional associate to the press that counterbalance the vice president of calligraphy of the junior heavyweight division.
You're connected to the calligraphy of the junior heavyweight? That's crazy, actually.
Yep.
Now I know what to go to if I need any signatures done. Well, I guess we'll start off our segment here with talking about one of the matches. You already brought it up, Hooks and Bomani.
Yep.
Just a little bit of the backstory behind it. They're two long-term friends. They just got into a battle not that long ago at the last show. And at the very end of it, Bomani looked like he was going to hit him with a chair. Then he stopped himself, which turned into Hooks beating him. And afterwards, he lost his temper, started kicking him, and then went for the chair again, and then thought better of it and walked away, and has now been apologizing to Hooks vigorously, trying to get back in his good graces. What do you think about that?
Yeah, Bomani's, I think he bit off a little more than he chewed, but I also don't understand where his head is at, because he claims that Hooks is his friend, but he brings a chair and beats him up, and then he approaches him in the backstage area with the same said chair. Hooks better keep his head on a swivel. He's a veteran. He knows what needs to be done.
I mean, I agree with that. I'm familiar with Bomani from my years past in the ring and being partners with him, and he's not the smartest guy, but he is a very tough guy. And I mean, you have to be able to face off against Hooks properly, but I don't see this being good for him. I don't think that's a smart idea to ever go against a hardcore Viking ever, but especially to go and make him mad and then kind of tuck your tail between your legs and apologize.
And breaking trust of Hooks is like that. That's not trust that you can earn back so quickly.
That's a whole other thing as well. I mean, that's a friendship that you're ruining over a belt.
And a friendship that's about to sink.
Unfortunately, that is true. Well, I mean, we kind of know both of them. We know what they're both capable of. Who do you think has the best chance of winning this, though?
My odds are on the champion retaining the championship. I think Hooks, without a doubt, is walking out Ascend the Throne as the champion.
I do have to agree with that. I mean, Hooks was already talking about trying to make this into a hardcore match, bringing in all his toys, as he referred to them as. With him not being able to do so, I think he's going to try to make Bomani his new toy. So,
hey, the hardcore Viking Hooks knows exactly what to do. Even if he doesn't have his chosen weaponry, he will use the ring itself as a weapon, and Bomani is in for a world of hurt.
So also in this show, we've got Ari Alexander, we got Casey Clay, and then we have Dayami, which I don't know if Dayami has a last name or not. But
Mysterious.
She is a very mysterious person. All three of them have their own histories. I mean, Casey Clay is an Ascend Pro, just alumni starting from the beginning. This is where she started. Same with Ari Alexander. Also started off with Ascend Pro years ago, and that's where kind of their rivalry began years and years ago. And then Dayami came in and kind of stirred the pot a little bit, and they've been trying to get back at it again for a while now.
Dayami's a world-class champion. She's traveled all across the world. We have Ari, who is a champion in their own right. They've traveled across the states and won championships. And then we have our very own Casey, and she is on fire more than anyone can imagine. She is ready to take home that championship, and I honestly think she may.
I mean, I do partially agree with that. She is definitely on fire right now. She's very angry.
Rightfully so.
I mean, you also saw in this last show that we had that her and Dayami had an impromptu match, and she ended up coming out the victor of the match. So, I mean, that's already going in her favor. She already knows what she's going up against with both of them, and she has won against both of them previously. So it could go in her favor, but I also don't want to take out Ari out of the equation either. I mean, Ari's been traveling for quite some time, has more experience than Casey, might have more experience than Dayami, not 100% sure on that. Again, very elusive individual, but this is going to be a very interesting battle, to say the least.
Yep. Yeah. All three women are high caliber athletes. They're going to step it up to 11 and shock that Ascend Pro crowd and leave the crowd wanting more. I without a doubt.
All right. So at the end of the day, though, who do we think is going to come out on top?
I believe the one that has the least to lose, which is Casey Clay. She has everything to gain, I believe, that she is walking out as champion.
I mean, there's no realer words have ever been spoken than she has no more to lose. But I kind of have to lean towards, I'm going to put my faith in Dayami. I think Dayami has a chance at going for it. She's got that fiery spirit in her. She's a very elusive person, and she also is a world-class champion, and you can never take that away. So.
I don't disagree. I just think Casey just that much more.
Fair enough. All right, so for our next match, we got the Junior Heavyweight Championship.
Oh, yeah.
So this is your expertise.
My expertise. Everyone back up. Back up.
Your opinion is very, very heavy in this one. So we have the three of them. We got Crash Landon. We got the newcomer. We've got a TTK, Tay the Kid. And then we got the Cutman, Zachary Don. So all got their previous histories. All of them have got, some experience other than, well, not really Crash. Crash is kind of the new guy here. He's gotten maybe 2 matches under his belt. But from what we've seen, he's very athletic, very capable.
The most unlikely to be put in this situation, but if we go back to Lawrenceburg, it was Tay the Kid versus Crash, and it was interrupted by Big Jake, and that really peeved me off.
I was going to say, how does that make you feel?
That made me mad because me and Jake, we have a past, but this is not his division. He needs to blow away.
Do you have some choice words for Jake Shepard?
It takes a little more to get Jake.
All right, fair enough.
Anyways, this match is going to blow your mind.
I actually 100% agree with that. You've got 2 very much high flyers. Those guys are always off of their feet. And
absolutely.
One man who is, I would say, more of the technical worker out of the 3 of them with Zachary Don.
But, hey, don't sell him short. He's got a little bit of a high flying in his back pocket.
Oh, definitely not. That's his little secret there. But
and he's the only one that I've ever actually faced in the ring before. The other 2 are so new, I've never had a chance. So I have no idea what Zach has in store for him.
I actually have not had the opportunity to work with any of them, which is a really weird feeling.
So this is why this was my idea. This triple threat was the brainchild of me.
So you put this match together.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
all me.
Well, with you putting it together, I mean, who do you think's coming out then at that point? I mean, you got 3 really good athletic talents that have very much capability. Like,
I think Zach's gonna retain.
really?
Tay the Kid, not time. The ultimate underdog. Crash. This opportunity, he's lucky he's got this opportunity. It's because the crowd wanted to see Tay and Crash go at it one more time, but the stakes got to be a little higher.
See, I don't know. I kind of want to lean towards Tay on this one. Crash, I agree. He's newer. He still needs to earn his stripes. He needs to get a little bit more seasoned in the ring. But Tay is the Make Your Name champion. He has gone and proven himself in some pretty crazy matches against some pretty powerful opponents. There's a very good possibility there could be an upset, in your eyes at least, that Tay comes out on top and wins the junior heavyweight championship.
Yeah, all 3 are capable. But the one that I think that has the edge is Zachary Don.
Fair enough. Chain collector himself. All right, so we got another match coming up. It's one last time for the Faction versus Slaughterhouse. Damian Daniels and Jacob Sawyer versus Butcher Manson and Vincent Slades. I mean, we got plenty.
Talk about 4 big meaty men.
That's very true. We got 4 individuals with a lot of history in wrestling and also just with Ascend Pro in general. Butcher being one of the trainers that were back in the beginning. Damian being the man who
I would never trust a crazy man like Butcher around new students. It's just saying he's a little cuckoo.
I mean, I trained under Butcher, and I would say
you know that guy lives in the back of a caboose on the side of I-20 somewhere. It's crazy.
A caboose?
Yeah.
I've never been to his house before. I can honestly say that.
I don't know if you would call it a house. It's a caboose.
That's fair. Living quarters, maybe.
Yeah.
Damian being the gentleman who trained the owner of Ascend Pro, Tim Lutz. But also you have Slades, who kind of became part of the beginning of Ascend Pro, and Sawyer, who kind of came in here a few years ago. Well, it's been more than a few years ago now, but he came in with already experience under his belt and then coming in here and tagging with the Faction.
Sawyer, Damian, 2 guys that know each other very well and know how to work in and out of the ring. And Sawyer being a race car driver, he knows the high octane it takes to be in that ring because he does it on the track. Then you've got the 2 wackadoos, Vincent Slades. I've faced that guy. And you don't want to talk about where that guy lives. You think a caboose is bad? Just find out where that guy lives. Anyways, as I was saying, 2 crazy guys versus 2 guys that know what they're doing. I think Damian and Corey goes on top.
Okay. I mean, I can see where you're coming from on that. Obviously, I've worked with all 4 of them. Butcher being an ex-partner, tag team partner / faction teammate of mine. So I have a little bit of history and knowledge of them as well. But they've been having issues. Slades and Butcher, they've been arguing with each other. But also Sawyer and Damian were having issues before they kind of went their separate ways. Sawyer hasn't been in a ring in 8 months, I believe, something along those lines. It's been a little while. He's probably got some ring rust on him.
You want to talk about crazy? What is he going by now? Sawyer, or is he going by Corey Jackson? I've heard him be called all 4 things, and there's only 2.
Honestly, I don't know if there's ever going to be a time that we're going to know what he goes by. That brain is so scrambled.
Could you imagine being crazy enough to go by multiple different names?
I could. Well, I can. This is the unfortunate part of that. But I don't know. There's every chance for either team to go over. I mean, you have the Faction ex tag team champions. Both of them have been in the ring a lot longer than Slaughterhouse has been. But that doesn't mean that the experience from the others are not going to play into effect of it. I don't know. I do have to agree with you. I think the faction will probably end up going over just because they've worked together longer and they're both powerhouses.
I agree. And then with Slaughterhouse, they may be two squeaky wheels, but they're on the same track most of the time. And as you were saying earlier, kind of on different pages, maybe they can come back together collectively, and will be a threat if they can get on the same page.
I think that's the biggest issue with them is I think that they need to get on the same track. They need to stop fighting each other and fight the opponent. It's like a toxic relationship. I mean, they're just yelling at each other, trying to do what's best for each other, but also being two angry souls. Maybe they need therapy.
Therapy does good. Therapy, BetterHelp. Not a sponsor. Could be, though.
I mean, we could look into that. Maybe that's what they need to do. Hey, Tim Lutz GK, if you're watching this, maybe we get Slaughterhouse into therapy?
Group therapy session.
But either way.
I still say it. Faction over Slaughterhouse.
I have to agree. I think the faction will probably end up going over just because, again, they're a team that have worked together longer and a little bit more cohesive.
Agreed.
But speaking of tag teams, we're going for the tag team championship now. So we got DD Trash versus GK Fam.
The most decorated tag team in our company.
They've been around the longest for sure. They have been... How many times have they been tag team champions? Do you know?
Multiple times. They've each been heavyweight champion.
Yeah.
I believe Piper has been television champion. I mean, these guys are no strangers to championship gold.
Oh,
not at all.
Not at all. But you also have DD Trash, who have a bit more experience in the game.
Absolutely.
Traveled more than they have. I would assume so at this point.
Worldwide, I would assume.
But they're also kind of unorthodox, I guess would be the word for it.
Strange bunch, but
yeah.
That's a lot coming from me. Not really. But yeah, the DD Trash, decorated champions all over the world. And you've got GK Fam. Both teams, however, I've had experience with. I'm sure you have too. And
yes.
Both teams are extremely good and extremely focused. And when championships are involved, get ready for dynamite explosion.
That's honestly what I'm expecting from this is both of them are known to go all out when it comes to the gold.
Oh, yeah.
They're both known to go above and beyond whenever it comes to having a chance at that championship. And GK Fam has already been known to come out and get into some fights on their way to the top right now. They're really trying to...
Two brothers that were a year ago the most far apart that they could be. And now they've come back together, reunited. It feels so good. And I feel like GK Fam is going to be our champions once again. I honestly do feel that.
I mean, there's no stronger bond than family, especially when you're on the same page. But I also know that right now they just feel like they're owed the experience. That they didn't feel like they need to earn it anymore because they're so decorated. And I personally don't like that kind of aspect. I understand most decorated. I understand that, they deserve an opportunity. But that doesn't mean you get to just come in here and go, hey, this is mine. I'm going to take that now. Hey, I know I've been away for a while, but guess what? I'm now going after the title, and it's going to be mine again.
This tag division is stacked. We've got tag teams coming in from all over to get a shot and an opportunity at that championship. However, when you have a team that dedicated, that determined and that decorated like GK Fam, I think the doors automatically open for opportunities like that.
See, I agree for opportunities. I don't think you just get to take them, you know? I think that if
We'll
they would
see.
have came in here and they would have gone, hey, I see the Cold War and I don't know, there's a couple.
We had Cold War. We've had Riptide. We've
Yeah.
had tag teams from Texas. We've had tag teams from all
Hail
over.
the Apocalypse.
Hail the Apocalypse.
That's,
The Brood.
we're
But
just
no
living in
team has done it
history right
like
now.
GK Fam, and I think DD Trash might be the team to take them to the limits.
I mean, I agree. I think this is going to be a fantastic match.
Oh,
I
yeah.
think that this is going to be a true battle between the two of them. I just don't like how GK Fam came about it. I agree. I think GK Fam will come out on top, just because I do believe in their experience. They are multi-champions in this company, and they're a strong duo whenever they're together. And I love DD Trash. I've gone against them many times, and I think they're both very capable individuals. But I think at the end of the day, I think that there's going to be a little bit of a twist going towards GK Fam.
I agree.
So continuing on the tag teams, we've got Cold World, and we've got Destruction Inc.,
Destructive Inc. A disaster.
Disaster
Inc.
Inc.
Not destructive, although they are, but they're disastrous. Now, they're facing against my good friends from Texas, Cold World.
Yeah, Cold World.
Yeah, Cold World.
I mean, we've seen both of them. I've not seen as much out of Disaster Inc. As I have Cold World, but as we've kind of said earlier, that's a very heavy, meaty man match going on there.
You have Dylan Scott, who is a skyscraper, and Corey Steed, who is a tank of a man, against another tank of a man, Kenneth Gaines, and his partner, Jason Reed. And he is big. It's scary. Just like Kenneth. Actually, I met Kenneth one time in the back of an alley. He tried to sell me a handful of Pogs and a few Pokemon cards.
How'd that go? Did you buy them?
No.
No?
He wanted $50 for it, for stuff that's not even worth anything. Anyways, I think this tag match is, like you said, is going to be 4 meat castles just beating each other up.
Oh, yeah. This is going to absolutely be a, what's the word? Slobber knocker, I believe is the classic term for it. This is going to be absolute insanity, but...
It's going to get bowling shoe ugly. I think that's where you were going next.
yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. I don't know who I would put over on who on this one. It's very evenly matched. I mean, Cold World, I feel like, has had a little bit more opportunities. They were champions here at one point.
They are champions.
And
They were.
Disaster Inc. is coming after it, or after the
They,
belts
they,
eventually.
they want to score a win on Cold World. And if they get the pin on Cold World, they will be elevated next. And they will keep climbing that ladder until they are the number 1 contenders for the tag team titles. And who knows who's going to be the tag champs at the end of Ascend the Throne. Who knows? It could be GK Fam, like we were saying, or even DD Trash.
right. And
Would that give either team an opportunity at the belts? Who knows?
I feel like they've kind of established themselves as teams. You could almost say this is a number 1 contender. Obviously, it's not labeled as such. But
It's not, but management is definitely going to take whoever the winner is as a consideration and see where they match up on the number 1 contendership ladder.
Oh, absolutely. But now it comes down to is who do we think is going to come out on top out of this meat mountain of a match?
I believe Cold World.
You going with Cold World?
Cold World.
I don't know. Disaster Inc. teamed up with Mike Howard, and I trust his opinion on wrestlers and their capabilities as a disastrous man himself.
Trust and Mike Howard are two things I've never heard in the same sentence before.
See, I guess I have a complicated relationship when it comes to Mike Howard. And that is a story for a whole different time. But we can get into it eventually. I do trust him, though, when it comes to wrestling. And I'm going to have to go with his gut and go with the Disaster Inc.
I'm going to stick with my guys from Texas.
Texas strong over here. All right, so we're getting Zarek Camacho back.
Zarek is back.
Yeah, we're getting him back, and he's bringing a buddy with him. Was it LC Mox?
LC Mox.
Do you know anything about
I know
LC
Zarek.
Mox?
Zarek's been here. He's
Yeah.
a big monster of a man, and it looks like he's bringing a new tag partner in to help him reach the ranks in our tag division. Both coming from Texas.
Big-
More Texas.
We're just going to become a Texas division, honestly. Both big individuals.
Very.
Both very large men. Going against two guys that are more technical.
More technical, smaller scale compared to the other two, but don't sell them short.
Oh,
These guys know technical wrestling better than most. You've got the technician, who's Sage Phillips, and his tag partner, Jordan Dye. They are the Matt Daddies.
what a name.
You know, I've been trying to get a hold of GK because of this match. I've been trying to get a hold because I have ideas for the tag division, the junior heavyweight division, the television division, even the division. But I digress. Anyways, 4 individuals wanting to make their way up the ladder of the tag division with everyone else because we have the meats, or in this case, the meats being tag teams.
It's true. We have just a plethora. What's the word for it? We have an abundance of tag teams now.
Absolutely,
Literally
a
coming
bouquet
from
of
all
tag
across the
teams.
country just for people to, just for our championship belt. They're trying to work their way up the ranks. We really do have one of the better tag team championships.
We do. We have one of the best tag divisions, one of the most prestigious tag titles in the area because everyone wants them. We've got people coming from Texas, from California, from New York, from all over. They want the tag gold.
Yeah, and don't forget about Texas.
And Texas, once again.
Yeah. I feel like we're getting a lot of guys from Texas. But anyway, these are 4 individuals, one of which has been here before. The other 3 have not. How do we think this is going to go? It's more of brains versus brawn, it's sounding like. The technicians versus the powerhouses.
2 Davids versus 2 Goliaths.
That's true. So, is that case, are we going for the 2 Davids? The guys are going to use a little bit more brain than brawn?
Gonna need more stones. Maybe a bigger slingshot. But I believe the tech wizard, Sage Phillips, is going to be able to slide in there and get that pin and get that win. I believe they're going to move their way up the ranks of the tag division.
I mean, I could see that. I mean, brain versus bronze is always a great matchup in any kind of situation. But I always have to kind of side with, as a bigger guy myself, going for the brawn. You can't put them out just because they're bigger guys. They might have a brain in there as well. So I'm going to side with the brawn here. And
Brute strength versus precision. It's a tale that is old as time. Who's going to come out on top? I'm going to say the Matt Daddies. You're saying Zarek and Mox?
yeah, Zarek and Mox, I think, are probably going to come out on top on this one.
Okay. I'll call GK. Just give one moment.
Okay. So we got the VU Gauntlet coming up. The
GK! Hey. I'm not busy or anything. Hope you're not busy.
So the VU Gauntlet, right?
What were you talking about?
The VU Gauntlet.
Oh,
the
yeah,
thing-
yeah,
the
yeah,
annual
yeah.
match that we
GK
have?
still won't pick up the phone. Vu Gauntlet, I've been part of that.
Yes, you have.
And I almost won. I pinned several people in that gauntlet. And Mike Howard beat me.
Well, Mike Howard's going to be in this one as well.
And you're the one that said trust earlier about him.
I
I don't trust him.
You've never fought somebody you don't trust or you do trust?
I plead the fifth.
Okay. Well, so we got 5 individuals that are announced so far right now.
5.
We got Cody, who just made his Ascend Pro re-debut this last show.
Yep.
We have Mike Howard.
Don't trust him.
We have Marcus Darby.
New kid. Kind of trust him. He's a mass mover.
The mass mover, Marcus Darby. We have Derek. I don't know what his last name is.
No idea who that is, but I've heard his name. And I've heard it echo through the halls that he is pretty talented. So
I've heard he's got a like old school wrestling vibe to him. So I'm very intrigued to see.
the
what
gauntlet
he can
is
do.
where you can prove yourself.
And then another one, a big man himself, Paul Axt, will also be a part of this match as well.
Yeah.
A real Ascend Pro.
You know that's his
alumni.
real name?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
And he's a firefighter. I feel like that's a very fitting name for a firefighter.
Don't want to mess with that big guy.
No, not at all. But
Who else is in that match?
we have 5 individuals that are going to be. I don't know how to put this. This is going to be a real fight.
Isn't there 2 mystery partner opponents?
Yeah, there is. There's 2 people we don't even know.
We have no idea. So
What's-
not only do we not know much about this Derek fella, but we don't know who 2 individuals are.
And that's always a little wrench in most people's plan. You can plan for the people that you know are coming in, but you can't plan for 2 people that you have absolutely no idea.
Absolutely no idea. And you know what's even better? Opportunities.
Yeah.
Because the gauntlet is going to give you an opportunity to line you up for a opportunity at a championship. It has in the past.
Yeah.
But you know what other opportunity is also happening? Kids Camp! Sign up now. Get any of your kids that want to try out wrestling. Maybe they are dreaming big to be in the lights of pro wrestling. Well, you got to start somewhere. Might as well be here.
I mean, I can agree. Kids Camp is fantastic. I've gone and helped many times, and my siblings have been there many times. It is a fantastic opportunity.
And it's earlier that day.
Yeah, I don't know what time it starts.
Go check the Facebook page, and you'll find out that it starts at 10 a.m.
That's good to know.
Very good to know. So, we've got the gauntlet match with an opportunity, and we've got the kids camp with an opportunity for your kids to live out that dream as a pro wrestler.
Who knows? They might even do something special. We've had a kids camp before that they've helped with an entrance.
Some of our
before.
kids camp students have become full-time wrestlers.
Or referees, or whatever they want to do in the wrestling world.
So sign up your kid now.
So now it comes down to the main event.
The main event.
It was supposed to be just a one-on-one match against Sergeant Ledbetter and the Juice, Dalton McKenzie. But for unspoken reasons, Aaron Williams threw his name into the match. Those are 3 very talented individuals.
Another triple threat.
Another triple threat. Ascend the Throne, the triple threat match.
What is management trying to say? It
Everything happens in
almost seems like
threes?
they're trying to put all their champions at odds that don't pay out in their favor. Are you picking up what I'm putting down? Are you smelling what I've been stepping in?
I really don't want to be. I mean, I guess I could see where you're coming from a lot. There has been a lot of triple threats in this matchup, but if they're really champions, is it really a disadvantage?
I mean, yeah, because most triple threats are no DQ, so there's no championship champion's advantage. There's zero opportunity to hold on to that belt at any cost. But let's talk about the competitors. We have the APW or Ascend Pro heavyweight champion, Sergeant Ledbetter. We have the Juice, like you were saying himself, Dalton McKenzie. And there's a dead ringer, Aaron Williams. One time he was the baddest man on the planet. I don't know if you knew that or not, but he was. He was the baddest. I mean, he still is the baddest man on the planet. I digress. This main event for the championship is going to be explosive.
I 100% agree. And yes, I have had the opportunity to be in the ring with all three of these individuals before. I feel like it's a very common occurrence that we'll have to probably stop talking about at some point or it becomes repetitive. But they all have their own special skills. Sergeant Ledbetter is a little bit more on the rough and tough side. And
the hardcore American hero
himself. You also have Dalton McKenzie, who is more of the brawn powerhouse.
He is the powerhouse. He is the meat castle. He is the muscle daddy.
The Juice.
He is the Juice.
And then you have Aaron Williams, who is more of a technician and striker. And he has pieced apart so many different individuals.
He is a martial arts expert, many forms of discipline. I've got to know him over the years. Good friend, but he is up for a big matchup. Not only is he going up against a smart, hardcore American hero like Sergeant Ledbetter, who has that military background and has his schemes, his strategy. He knows how to run a match. But then you have a giant meat castle like Dalton McKenzie, who could squash you like a bug without even thinking twice about it.
Yeah, I mean, as you said previously, it's a triple threat match. It's not really in anybody's favor. It's I guess the better way to look at it is it's 2-on-1 for everybody. You have two guys that are always going to be against you that you have to overcome. And no individual in this match is a weak link.
No, not at all. Every man has about the same amount of odds as the other individuals in this match. And who knows who's going to come out on top? Who do you think?
I'm going to have to really want to think about this. I think I'm going to go with Sergeant Ledbetter on this one. I think that Sergeant is going to stay on top. He has overcame these kind of situations before as the champion. He's already been our champion 2 times in the last year. I really see him keeping it this time. I know the odds are against him, and I know it's going to be a challenge for him, but I think he can overcome it.
If one individual that can go up against a man like Dalton and a man like Aaron, it would be Sergeant Ledbetter that could stand on top. However, I think the evening will belong to the Juice, Dalton McKenzie.
I mean,
and don't sell Aaron short. I think he has just as much as is capable of winning, but I think we will find out this Saturday. Our new champion is the Juice. 100%.
I'm intrigued to see it, but I guess this wraps up our show here. Oh?
Hello? I think it's GK. Car insurance? No. Sorry. I thought it was GK.
No, you're good. You're good. So I think that wraps up the show. We got Ascend the Throne coming up here this weekend, August the 8th. Doors are at 6:30, bells at 7 o'clock.
And don't forget Kids Camp, 10 a.m.
10 a.m. Oh, hold on. Hello? Oh, hey, GK, what's going on?